prefer कि मैं bilingual ही रहूं. So smoking cessation, the basics. What actually, when you see people, हमारे psychiatry में बहुत commonly depression, anxiety, substance abuse, schizophrenia, उसमें smoking is quite common. Even in normal healthy population, the smoking is a big thing. So उसके लिए क्या क्या करना है और क्या हो सकता है उसके बारे में जनरली ये प्रेजेंटेशन है. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. सो मैंने स्मोकिंग सेसेशन की जब देखना शुरू किया तो मुझे वैसे ही जॉन एलिया का ये एक शेर नजर आया. तो फिर मैंने सोचा कि आज की प्रेजेंटेशन में सिर्फ जॉन एलिया की ही शेर मैं लिखता हूँ. ऑब्वियसली उसके बहुत अच्छे अच्छे शेर भी हैं. ही वॉज अ गुड पोइट. I won't be able to tell you all of the stories about him, but जो मुझे अंदाजा है थोड़ी सी वो डिस्कशन के साथ साथ बात करूंगा. बिनते आदम के नरम लहजों ने इब्ने आदम बिगाड़ रखे हैं. बिनते आदम के नरम लहजों ने इब्ने आदम बिगाड़ रखे हैं. I hope इसमें कोई कॉम्प्लिकेशन नहीं है. बड़ा सादा सा शेर है. So today we'll be talking about describe the rationale for treating tobacco dependence. Now, sorry. अच्छा, okay. ये म्यूट मानूर या बेनजीर करते रहना साथ साथ. Okay, so basically tobacco comes in a multiple forms. पान के अंदर भी तंबाकू डलता है जिसको आप अपनी लोकल ज़बान में पीली पत्ती बोलते हैं. और कुछ टोबैको की डिफरेंट वेरिएशंस जो हैं वो भी पान के अंदर इस्तेमाल होती हैं बिसाइड्स दी पीली पत्ती. सो देयर इज गुरु, देयर इज पीली पत्ती, देयर इज कवाम, एंड मोस्ट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स दे डू हैव टोबैको इन इट वन वे और दी अदर. बीड़ी पी जाती है बहुत सारे इलाकों में. सो बीड़ी इज अ टोबैको लीफ. उसके अंदर टोबैको in the form of a crushed and refined form नहीं होता, but raw leaf of the tobacco is consumed as beedi. Or tobacco again is used in cigarettes. It also comes now on the vapes. जितनी भी ये vaping devices हैं जो market में आजकल available हैं, they all consumes tobacco as one of the ingredient. Of course, उसका active ingredient nicotine is used, and the rest of the stuff is usually subtracted or added. So tobacco dependence is common, especially in our younger generations. Or unfortunately, इस age में जब tobacco इस्तेमाल होता है, then it continues for long periods of life, unless or until something is done about it. So we'll talk about it and explain why tobacco dependence is a chronic disease. We have to initiate clinical interventions for tobacco users who are willing to quit, as well as users who are not willing to quit, make a quit attempt. And assist users attempting to quit the strategies designed to prevent the relapse, and implement appropriate strategies to assist special populations of smokers. So hopefully we'll be able to cover all of these. Now, rationale is for treating tobacco dependence, why we should treat it. So this is a very strange phenomenon when I look at it. People drink tea, people drink coffee, people drink alcohol, people drink beers, people drink all other stuff which is all dependence producing. But smoking की को खात्मे के लिए एक बहुत बड़ी वेव चली. So if you watch movies in 1950s and 60s, जो usually black and white or early colored movies का जमाना था, the smoking was taken as a fashionable thing. So men especially who were smoking, they were considered to be cool. And then afterwards things changed, and it started in the women as well. So the women who were smoking were considered as cool. So they were having different forms of very again stylish kind of a cigarettes, कोई लंबी, कोई छोटी, कोई फिल्टर्स के साथ, और फिर वो उसको कूलनेस के जुमरे में लेके आया जाता. And usually because it was expensive thing as compared to the day-to-day other stuff, so people kept on smoking. But later in 80s and mid 90s, there was lot of data which was accumulated to say that the smoking is dangerous and harmful. And they say that 21% of adult Americans smoke. I don't know about the Pakistan statistics because I don't think so it's available. But accordingly, in 2008, 46 million adults were smoking cigarettes in America. 46 million. So तकरीबन कितने 4.5 करोड़ लोग स्मोकिंग करते हैं. And I'm sure the number is not less in Pakistan considering these figures as well and the availability of the cigarettes. So in US, Canada, and most of the countries now, they have put up very heavy taxes on smoking materials just to make sure that people buy it less. So the actual amount of the content hai, cigarette hai, it's a very low cost, but the taxes on it increases the price significantly. So like a pack of cigarettes on an average in US and Canada and the Europe cost something around, if Pakistani rupees may convert करें, to something around 1,500, 1,400 rupees per packet. On the contrary, still in the countries which are developing countries, the smoking costs on an average between 100 to 300 rupees. So if you compare the cost of smoking in the countries where the taxes are less, the cost of the smoking is much less. However, cost of smoking is much higher in these countries. Still, people smoke a lot. And it is said that the pediatric diseases every day, there are 4,000 new smokers ages between 12 to 17. Now, these are data only for the US. So I am not giving you the data for other places because this was only available to me, accessible to me. Largest avoidable source of mortality, each year there are 435,000 deaths attributable to smoking in the US. And known case of multiple cancers, heart diseases, stroke, complications of pregnancy, COPDs, and many other diseases. Known dangers from involuntary tobacco smoke or secondhand smoke is also getting higher. They now say that if you smoke a cigarette in a room, the room having the fabric in it, or any surfaces which can absorb the things from the outside environment, fabric-like material or something like that, the smoking or the smoke-related ingredients, they are absorbed in that and they stay there for months and years. So उस कमरे से सफाई जिस कमरे में सिगरेट पी गई हो practically मुश्किल हो जाती है. And they have put a heavy restrictions on inside smoking. So अब यहाँ पे आप किसी भी बिल्डिंग में, यूएस में, कनाडा में, यूरोप में, आप बिल्डिंग के अंदर स्मोक नहीं कर सकते. बिकॉज अगर उनको पता चल जाए कि जी किसी होटल में या किसी रेस्टोरेंट में आपने अंदर स्मोकिंग की है, तो उसके लिए हैवी फाइन्स और various punishments are available, and the cost of the cleaning actually is burdened by the smoker. So which is too much. So people now try to avoid to smoke indoors. Most of the people smoke outdoors. The high cost associated with smoking and tobacco use in the society. Again, just the American data, 96 billion per year in direct medical expenses. Smoking related diseases, they say the cost is $96 billion per year, which is a huge amount of cost. And $97 billion lost in productivity. So if I'm sitting here and I want to smoke, I don't want to smoke, I'm not allowed to smoke here, I will go out. And when I go out, I lose some productive hours of my working. So दिन में अगर मैं 5 दफा सिगरेट पीने वर्किंग आवर्स में चला जाता हूँ, हर दफा मुझे 10-10 मिनट लगते हैं, तो घंटा मेरा उधर जाया हो जाता है. सो प्रोडक्टिव ईयर्स भी लॉस्ट होते हैं. और प्रोडक्टिव ईयर्स की कॉस्ट के मुख्तलिफ तरीके होते हैं एवेलुएट करने के स्टैटिस्टिकली विच कैन बी डन. सो इट्स अ वेरी डिफरेंट मैथडोलॉजी. Estimated cost of smoking to society is 7.18 per pack. Now again, this is an old data. Nowadays, it's about $12 to $14 per pack. Combined cost of each pack to society, an individual smoker and the family is estimated to be $40, which is now approximately $100. And potential savings to state Medicaid programs if participants quit smoking is $9.7 billion आफ्टर 5 years। अगर आप स्मोकिंग छोड़ देते हैं तो उसके इफेक्ट्स वीन ऑफ होने में और नॉर्मैलिटी को अचीव करने में 5 साल का टाइम दरकार है। सो जब आप सिगरेट छोड़ते हैं तो कुछ हफ्तों में वो वॉश आउट होनी शुरू होती है और उसके जो इम्पैक्ट्स हैं जो लंग्स पे और बाकी ऑर्गन्स पे होते हैं उनको एब्सोल्यूट क्लियर होके नॉर्मल हेल्दी इंडिविजुअल्स ऑफ नॉन स्मोकर्स उसके मुकाबले में आने में 5 साल लगते हैं। दैट इज एंड डेफिनेटली एन एस्टिमेटेड क्लियरली। Current treatment of tobacco. So what do we do if we see somebody smoking? What are the options to us? So clinicians and healthcare system often fail to treat tobacco use consistently and effectively. So मैं कहता हूँ जी आप सिगरेट छोड़ दें, तो अगले का जवाब ये होगा कि क्यों छोड़ दूं? सो आप उसको डराते हैं कि जी ये हो गया, हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, साइड इफेक्ट्स हो जाएंगे, मसला हो जाएगा। Usually people know about those things, but still they don't want to quit smoking. Smoking status identified in 90% of the clinic visit. 70% received some form of counseling to quit. And most of these counseling strategies are based on their education material. So you try to tell them that these are the harmful effects of smoking. And that's usually is not very much motivating to them. वो एक लतीफ़ा इसके सिलसिले में मशहूर है कि एक शख्स ने एक सिगरेट की डब्बी खरीदी तो उसके ऊपर लिखा था कि सिगरेट कैन कॉज इनफर्टिलिटी। तो वो वापस गया, उसने डब्बी वापस की और उसने कहा जी मुझे दूसरी डब्बी दो, वो कैंसर वाली, राइट? सो it's a joke, but in reality people know that it can cause infertility, cancer and other heart related problems, but people don't acknowledge it. Treatment typically offered only to patients already suffering from tobacco related diseases. So अगर दिल का दौरा पड़ गया तो कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट कहेगा जी मजीद पियोगे तो मर जाओगे, उस वक्त लोग छोड़ने की ख्वाहिश का इजहार कर देते हैं, उससे पहले people don't want to quit. And among current smokers who attempted to stop for at least one day in past 1 year, only 22% used cessation medication. This is again a very strange phenomenon. There are medications available in the market to quit smoking. Still, people don't want to use it. Why? I don't know. So there are reasons, psychological, social, and probably interventional strategies which are not very effective to control those things. Existing barriers to effective treatment. क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हैं? एक, हम इसको बीमारी नहीं समझते, इवन एज अ क्लिनिशियन हम इसको एक सोशल टबू समझते हैं, एक डिविएटेड हैबिट समझते हैं, हम उसको एडिक्शन के जुमरे में नहीं लेके आते। सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रीजन। आप 90% लोगों से पूछें, डॉक्टर्स भी स्मोकिंग करते हैं, आप उनसे बात करें, they will consider it कि it's a social issue. They won't consider it to be a medical issue. A social issue leading to medical problems, which actually is not appropriate. Then again, we don't want to spend time on patients who are just smoking. हम कहते हैं जी शायद वक्त का ज़िया है। So हमारे लिए साइकोसिस को ट्रीट करना ज़रूरी है, डिप्रेशन को ट्रीट करना ज़रूरी है, एंग्जाइटी को ट्रीट करना ज़रूरी है, स्मोकिंग को ट्रीट करना शायद इतना ज़रूरी हम नहीं समझते। और क्योंकि वक्त अगेन हम मरीज के साथ स्पेंड करते हैं मोस्टली साइकियाट्रिक मोबिलिटी को ट्रीट करने के लिए, देन वी डोंट टेक इट अप्रोप्रिएटली। और फिर उसके लिए जो इंटरवेंशनल स्ट्रैटेजीज हैं उसमें ज्यादा मेहनत और ज्यादा काम करना पड़ता है to make sure that the person quits smoking, which again unfortunately we don't want to. So जैसे मैंने शुरू में कहा था कि जॉन एलिया, तो एक ये जॉन एलिया की गजल है, कोशिश करता हूँ थोड़ी सी जल्दी जल्दी पढ़ दूं। तुम हकीकत नहीं हो हसरत हो, जो ख्वाब मिले ख्वाब में वो दौलत हो, मैं तुम्हारे ही दम से जिंदा हूं, मेरी चाहत जो तुम से फुर्सत हो, तुम हो तो खुशबू के ख्वाब की खुशबू और इतनी है ही बेमुरवत हो, तुम हो पहलू में तो करार नहीं, यानी ऐसा है जैसे फुरकत हो, किस तरह छोड़ दूं तुम्हें जाना, तुम मेरी जिंदगी की आदत हो। Now this share I especially put here because of the smoking thing. So किस तरह छोड़ दूं तुम्हें जाना, स्मोकिंग के बारे में, तुम मेरी जिंदगी की आदत हो, किस लिए देखती हो आईना, तुम तो खुद से भी खूबसूरत हो। दास्तान खत्म होने वाली है, तुम मेरी आखिरी मोहब्बत हो। And people do consider smoking to be as lovely as it is. Well, generally speaking, I'm not sure pretty, but I have seen John Elias smoking during the Mushaira as well. So that was another reason why I put him here. Tobacco dependence as a chronic disease. 70% of the adult tobacco users report wanting to quit each year. स्मोकर हर रोज ये ख्वाहिश का इजहार करता है कि मैं सिगरेट छोड़ दूंगा, लेकिन हर रोज वो दोबारा रीस्टार्ट कर देता है। और ये भी स्मोकर्स के बारे में बहुत मशहूर है कि जी सिगरेट छोड़ना वो तो मैंने कई दफा छोड़ी, लेकिन दे नेवर एक्चुअली क्विट, सो इट्स जस्ट अ जोक। 44% of adult tobacco users report they try to quit each year, most without the aid of counseling or cessation products, and most unsuccessful. क्योंकि आप उस पर मेहनत नहीं करते, आप उस पर टाइम नहीं लगाते, क्योंकि अप्रोप्रिएट मैथडोलॉजीज साइकोलॉजिकल अडॉप्ट नहीं की जाती, फार्माकोलॉजिकल मैथडोलॉजीज अडॉप्ट नहीं की जाती, तो रिलैप्स रेट इज टू हाई एंड पीपल डू स्टार्ट इट अगेन. Few tobacco users achieve permanent abstinence in an initial quit attempt. Majority they are unable to quit smoking, and it's gradually, with each passing time, it's get more and more chronic and more difficult to quit. अब बात वही है, अगर ये आदत का भी हिस्सा है तो जब आदत 10 साल पुरानी हो जाती है तो पक्की हो जाती है और आदत को छुड़वाना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है. सो दैट इज द कॉम्प्लिकेशन. नाउ whenever we want to initiate what to do about smoking, we have to follow certain steps. Just to briefly give you an example, in general population, patient presents to healthcare setting. We have to screen all patients for tobacco use, advise to quit, assess willingness to quit, assist with quitting, and arrange a follow-up. Now, this is the best thing that can be done. But again, when we advise them to quit, they have the possibility of relapse. When even we arrange a follow-up, there is a high rate of relapse, which is a very high thing. And unfortunately, this makes things more complicated. To motivate a person to quit, we have to use certain strategies. I will try to bring them up during this presentation. So that is the more tricky situation in quitting smoking. मेरी जान अब ये सूरत है कि मुझसे तेरी आदत छुड़ाई जा रही है. So I'm trying to make you quit smoking. मेरी जान अब ये सूरत है कि मुझसे तेरी आदत छुड़ाई जा रही है. तेरी आदत छुड़ाई जाना बहुत मुश्किल काम है. So 5 A's is the technique that we use to quit smoking. 5 A's. A is ask, 2 is advise, 3 is assess, 4 is assist, and 5 is arrange. Right? 5 A's. Ask. You just ask the details about the smoking. ठीक है, और उसका क्या स्टेटस है, कितने सिगरेट पीता है, कितने दिन में इस्तेमाल करता है, किस तरह इस्तेमाल करता है, कहाँ पे इस्तेमाल करता है, those situation. Advice to quit. Then you have to describe them why it is necessary. Of course, most of the people they know. Assess. Then the willingness to quit is the assessment. और उसमें अगर आप मोटिवेशनल इंटरव्यूइंग को साथ शामिल कर लें, then of course it helps more. Assist in quitting. So if the person says that I am incapable of quitting because of, again, I like it, I love it, I enjoy it, it gives me a concentration, it makes me sharp, it makes me work, I am able to do so much stuff, then of course things do get difficult. But you have to assist in every step. And then you keep on having a follow-ups. Usually psychiatrists के clinics में, generally speaking, there is hardly a patient with any psychiatrist who is just there to quit tobacco use. Majority of them are there for other psychiatric morbidities. This means that probably most of the people are seeking the help of somebody else, or they are not seeking the help of anyone. So this is more trickier job. Ask, जैसे मैंने बात की, you have to ask the patient about the use of the tobacco. कौन सा ब्रांड पीते हैं, कितने सिगरेट पीते हैं, कहाँ बैठ के पीते हैं, किस तरह पीते हैं, फिल्टर वाला है, बगैर फिल्टर वाला है, निकोटीन कंटेंट कितना है, टार कंटेंट कितना है. आजकल ये सारी इंफॉर्मेशन सिगरेट के पैक के ऊपर अवेलेबल होती है. सो यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड मेक श्योर दैट यू नो दैट. And then you ask about the screening things around it. लोगों को मैसेजेस मिल रहे होते हैं, बड़े बड़े बिल बोर्ड लगे होते हैं, अब तो टीवी के हर जो भी मूवीज हैं उन पे भी जब वो आता है तो उसमें लिखा हुआ नीचे आ जाता है कि स्मोकिंग इज इंजूरियस टू हेल्थ। आप बॉलीवुड की मूवीज देखें, उनके शुरू में एडवर्टाइजमेंट चलता है हर मूवी के शुरू में कि जी स्मोकिंग से जो है वो कैंसर होता है, ये प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं। सिगरेट की डब्बी के ऊपर इश्तिहार लगे होते हैं। So most of the information is available, but you have to accumulate that information and make sure that whatever the message you are giving to the person is appropriate to his psychological or basic need. Now that is a tricky thing to be done, but we believe that we can do that. So let's see if we really are successful in it. Advice: clear, strong, and personalized. The most important fact is personalized. So when I'm seeing a patient who I think should quit smoking, I always ask them personalized question. Like if they say that Dr. Saab, I use smoking for concentration because when I'm working on the computer or I'm working in the office, to make sure that I'm doing all the stuff, I need concentrate, and cigarette enhances the concentration, which is not in a way again inappropriate because yes, nicotine stimulates the brain and your concentration is enhanced. But I always them a particular advice according to their situation. Like घर में बच्चे हैं तो देखें बच्चों पे इम्पैक्ट गलत आता है, आप उनको गलत आदत का तरीका बता रहे हैं, या अगर वो कह रहा है कि दफ्तर में बैठ के पीता हूँ तो फिर मैं then I have to tell there are people around you which definitely are having problems with the smoke, so you should do that. Or some other critical point in their life which makes them uncomfortable about smoking. So I have to make sure that I click that sore point and then personalize the message. Otherwise they don't smoke. Otherwise मैं भी वही मैसेज दे रहा हूँ जो बाकी सारी दुनिया दे रही है, तो वो मैसेज कामयाब नहीं होगा। मैसेज कामयाब तभी होगा जब वो पर्सनलाइज्ड मैसेज होगा. And then I try to assess whether you really want to quit or you want to try to quit or you don't want to. And again, as I asked earlier, we have to make sure that motivational interviewing, जो कि psychiatry के लेवल डोमेन है, उसको हम यहाँ पे appropriately इस्तेमाल करते हुए assessment अपनी complete करें. If the patient is a member of a special population, for example, adolescents, pregnant women, racial or ethnic minority, some additional information to them is better, and then it definitely helps. And assist them to make sure that make a plan. They should set up a date. Okay, मैं आज 28 मई है, I will try to quit by 15th of June. And I always tell them, okay, fine. 15th of June, we are setting up a date. You make sure that you are able to understand that you have about 2 weeks with you. In these 2 weeks, you will try to identify what is stopping you from quitting, and then come back and we can talk about it. And so that is one way of starting up. Then I always try to give them an appropriate medication which can help them to overcome those things. Provide practical counseling, provide intra-treatment social support, and supplementary materials as well, which are available on the net, so you can download them and see them and always tell them. Now, setting up a date is basically the key point. So, जब वो कहते हैं जी अच्छा मैं ईद पे सिगरेट छोड़ दूंगा या मैं रमजान में सिगरेट छोड़ दूंगा, that is a very crucial time. So if you have set up a date, then the person keeps on reminding himself about the date, and you have to keep them reminding the date. Don't quit suddenly. Set up a date that, okay, on 15th of June, I will quit. In these 2 weeks' time, I will smoke, the patient will smoke excessively and keep on smoking time and again, because thinking that on 15th of June, I have to quit. So let's smoke to create a havoc in our life, which again, is not a bad option if they're really serious in going for it. So don't be panicky if patient says that मैंने डेट सेट कर लिया लेकिन स्मोकिंग जो है ना मेरी 1 पैक से 3 पैक पे चलेगी. Okay, fine. Preparation for the quitting. identifying the date. Usually it should be 2 weeks, not more, not less. Again, and then they have to declare it publicly. So वाइफ को बताना है, बच्चों को बताना है, माँ बाप को बताना है, बहन भाई को बताना है, दोस्तों को बताना है कि मैं 15 जून को सिगरेट छोड़ने लगा हूँ, मैं 15 जून को सिगरेट छोड़ने लगा हूँ. Of course, people make laugh, they crack jokes, they ridicule, they criticize. So that all stuff is actually helping the person to process the information कि अच्छा इतने ही बुरे impacts आ रहे हैं जिंदगी में कि लोग मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, लोग बुरा कह रहे हैं, लोग कहते हैं ओह तूने नहीं छोड़नी, like discourage कर रहे हैं. Actually that helps in preparation of getting rid of it. And then these first few weeks are very, very crucial when you set up a date. So be specific to set up a date in absolutely 2 to 3 weeks time period. And then that day, during that date time, you should see the person at least twice so that he would be able to talk to you about various issues related to it. And then whenever he quits, there will be withdrawals. Or withdrawal of smoking are definitely multiplied. अब वो बहुत सारे withdrawals हैं. अगेन ये प्रेजेंटेशन उससे रिलेटेड नहीं है, इसलिए मैं उस पर नहीं जा रहा, लेकिन विड्रॉल सिम्टम्स आते हैं. देयर आर एटलीस्ट 74 withdrawal symptoms in a person when he leaves nicotine. 74 different symptoms which person can have, physical symptoms which a person can have before quitting or after quitting the smoking. So we have to address all of them. We have to ask all of them. Some of the symptoms I will definitely talk, but maybe not all of them. And then you have to start quitting gradually. कहाँ ज्यादा टाइम गुजरता है वहां पे सबसे पहले स्मोकिंग को सेसेशन पीरियड पे लेकर आना है. And then you have to move on forward at other places. And then you have to make sure that you give an appropriate medication, which मैंने पहले बात की. अब उसमें multiple medications are available. People don't know about it, but you should be able to understand this. Bupropion, Zyban के नाम से अमेरिका में bupropion 75 to 150 milligrams as an anti-smoking इस्तेमाल होती है. It can be pushed up to 300 milligrams per day, but in most of the situations, the data recommends 75 to 150 milligrams per day. Nicotine gum. Now, Nicorette gums comes in various milligrams of the nicotine. So it's 0.5 milligrams, 1 milligrams, 2 milligrams, and 4 milligrams gums are available. And you have to see which one is suitable for which patient. Nicotine gum used according to the milligram of the nicotine per day or per again cycle, and then you have to adjust the dosage. अगर कोई शख्स ऐसा ब्रांड सिगरेट का पी रहा है जिसमें से nicotine per day की consumption is around 8 to 10 milligrams per day, then of course then of course these symptoms won't go away. It will be an inadequate dosage or under dosage, which probably won't be able to help. So you have to make sure that whatever the amount of the nicotine gum you are using, it should be appropriate. Nicotine inhaler, the same thing. Nicotine lozenges, nicotine nasal sprays, nicotine patch. All of these preparations are available even in Pakistan, although they are a little bit expensive. But if you take the cost of the cigarettes, then the cost of the nicotine replacement therapy, which is called NRT, nicotine replacement therapy, NRT, is much less in long term of the cost of the smoking which he is having. So एक cigarette का पैकेट अगर 100 रुपए का भी आ रहा है और वो महीने में 30 पैक पीता है तो वो 3000 की सिगरेट पीता है. So maybe these things will cost him about 10 to 15,000 per month, but these things will be definitely wearing off, or you will be tapering them off over the period of time. So 6 months के time period में the cost of these treatment is much less than the cost of the tobacco he's consuming. Varenicline is the only available drug and the form of the medication which can help people quit smoking. ये Chantix के नाम से पाकिस्तान में भी available थी. अब available ऑफिशियली नहीं है, प्रमोट भी नहीं होती, बट वेरोनिक्लाइन is a drug which is used to quit smoking, Chantix. It's available everywhere. Again, पाकिस्तान में भी ऑनलाइन और इधर उधर अवेलेबल होती है Chantix के नाम से. The average cost of the Chantix for a treatment of 3 months is approximately 25 to 30,000 rupees, which is again not a bad option because day 1 tablet कितने मिलीग्राम की लेनी है, day 7 पे कौन सी tablet शुरू होनी है, second week subsequently कौन सी डोज शुरू होनी है, और 3 महीने तक किस डोज में खानी है और फिर छोड़ना है. सो वो 3 महीने का एक प्रिस्क्राइब पैकेट है जिसमें डे 1 से लेके डे 90 तक की डोजेज के हिसाब से ब्लिस्टर पैक्स बने, विच इज वेरी कन्वीनियंट फॉर द पर्सन. सेकेंड लाइन ड्रग्स, clonidine catapress is a very effective drug, but of course it's a second line drug because it is an antihypertensive, can lower the blood pressure of a person, so you have to monitor for the postural hypertension and hypotensive effects of the drugs. So that can be used. It is again available in Pakistan. Catapress 0.1 milligrams to 0.5 milligrams per day की डोजेज हम देते हैं, और उस दवाई को आप मुख्तलिफ तरीकों से यूज कर सकते हैं, डे टाइम और नाइट टाइम. आई प्रेफर इट नाइट टाइम बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी सेडेटिंग ड्रग. Nortriptyline again has a therapeutic window as an antidepressant effect, but in smoking cessation it helps more in the dosage of 25 to 75 milligrams per day. So that is another drug. Now you have multiple options. Bupropion, again varenicline, which is the best possible option, clonidine, nortriptyline, or NRTs, which is nicotine replacement therapies. So the evidence for all of these drugs is not very significant because not much of the research was conducted on it, but it is effective. Then counseling. Now that practical counseling is the most important component of the quit smoking program. Abstinence, past quit experiences, triggers, alcohol abuse, and other smokers. सारे दोस्त पीते हैं, मैं भी पीता हूं, क्या होगा? So that is the crucial part of the system. And then social support. The people around you should be educated in a much better way than anything else. Somebody said anything. Again, I don't know. Okay. अगर मैं रुक जाऊं तो मुझे मैसेज कर दीजिएगा. ओके. सप्लीमेंट्री मटेरियल्स. सो सप्लीमेंट्री मटेरियल्स, कोई टेक्स्ट बुक है, कोई लिटरेचर है, कोई इंटरनेट की वेबसाइट्स है, बेशुमार अवेलेबल है, सो यू कैन गो फॉर इट. जॉन एलिया का एक और कथा, मर चुका है दिल मगर जिंदा हूं मैं. स्मोकर्स आमतौर पे ये बातें करते हैं, मर चुका है दिल मगर जिंदा हूं मैं, जहर जैसी कुछ दवाएं चाहिए, पूछती हैं आप अच्छे तो हैं, जी मैं अच्छा हूं, दुआएं चाहिए. सो smokers have their own way of perceiving things. Now there are multiple things related with it. It could be their personalities, it could be nicotine dependence, it could be other things, but anything helps. यहाँ पे हर फार्मेसी के बाहर एक क्विट स्मोकिंग प्रोग्राम का एक ब्रोशर पड़ा होता है, और उसमें मुख्तलिफ वो दवाइयाँ भी पड़ी होती हैं, और उसमें हेल्पलाइन की सिचुएशन भी पड़ी होती है, उसमें और बहुत सारी सपोर्ट के लिए जो वेबसाइट्स हैं उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स पड़े होते हैं, एक्चुअल लिंक्स टू द पीपल हु कैन हेल्प यू क्विट स्मोकिंग वो भी पड़े होते हैं. अनफॉर्चुनेटली इन the developing countries like Pakistan, these things are not there, but ideally they should be there. Why they are not there, I don't know. Mostly bureaucratic and other related issues, political issues. But quit smoking programs should be officially launched as a whole in the community. And unless and until we'll do that, we won't be successful in helping people. And psychiatrists especially, the reason I wanted to present this is that the key message, the psychiatrists especially don't know what to do about smoking because they don't consider it to be important as compared to anxiety. कह देते हैं वो तुम्हें पैनिक अटैक्स हो रहे हैं, सिगरेट छोड़ दो, लेकिन कैसे छोड़ दो, कैसे काम कर दो, that information again, कि it's very easy to say खुश रहा करो, बट इंसान के अपने बस में हो तो कोई भी दुखी ना हो इस दुनिया में, सारे खुश रहें. So as a psychiatrist, we should understand this issue because this is the key problem. We say them कि वर्जिश करो, कैसे करो, वो मैथडोलॉजी आप उसको नहीं बताते. छोड़ दो, कैसे छोड़ दो, वो मैथडोलॉजी, वो प्रोसेस, वो हमारा काम है बताना मरीज को. एंड वी शुड टेल देम. एंड देन ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स दे डू हेल्प. So motivational interviewing in psychiatry is the key to success. And motivational interviewing, it's another presentation which I usually do when I am trying to teach smoking cessation to the people. I start with the motivational interviewing but I started from the basics, so I never wanted to incorporate that. But that is the key. In motivational interviewing, all people know, ये IMM का question भी है कि motivational interviewing क्या होती है. So express empathy, develop discrepancy, roll with resistance, and support and self-efficacy. These are the key important factors in the motivational interviewing for smoking. And whenever you are trying to do the motivational interviewing, again, I don't want to go into that detail. The key question is that it should be open-ended question. You should try to understand their emotional state, then your inputs into it. सिगरेट छोड़ दो, ये जुमला प्रॉब्लमेटिक है. हाँ, सिगरेट छोड़ने का आपके जहन में क्या आइडिया है? कैसे छोड़ेंगे, किस तरह छोड़ेंगे, कहां छोड़ेंगे, कब छोड़ेंगे, क्या तारीख होगी, कैसे करेंगे, छोड़ेंगे तो विड्रॉल आएंगे तो उसका क्या करेंगे? So open-ended questions are important than the closed-ended questions. And unless or until you do that, it will be a failure. Then develop discrepancy, the second. So you will use the language so you realize how smoking is affecting your breathing and making it hard to keep up with your kids. It's great that you are going to quit when you get through this busy time at work. So encouragement और उसको एक enhancement जो मिलनी है, वो मिलनी बहुत जरूरी है. And then empathy, yes, I know it's difficult. I know it's very complicated. I know it's very problematic. I can understand that you love smoking. I can understand that smoking can enhance your concentration. That empathetic expressions definitely gives boost to the patients. Although we don't consider it to be important because, again, most of the psychiatrists, we are just doing the pharmacological intervention rather than talk therapies. And we leave the talk therapies to the people. But very few small statements, because when the patient is sitting in front of you, he is actually wholeheartedly listening to what you are saying. आप कैसे ड्रेस अप होते हैं, आपके बाल कैसे हैं, आपकी दाढ़ी कैसी है, आपकी शेव हुई हुई है कि नहीं है, आपने शर्ट कैसे पहनी हुई है. एवरीथिंग पेशेंट इज एक्चुअली परसीविंग. आपको ये लगता है कि आप देख रहे हैं मरीज को, मरीज भी आपको देख रहा है. आप असेस कर रहे हैं मरीज को, मरीज भी एक्चुअली आपको असेस कर रहा है. और आपकी हर स्टेटमेंट को वो नोट करता है, रिहर्स करता है, याद करता है. Unless or until he is not interested in any of the treatment. So the 5 R's of the motivation to quit tobacco: relevance, risk, rewards, roadblocks, and repetitions. These 5 R's are important in motivation to quit. Relevance, risk, reward, roadblocks, and repetition. Now, this is again a longer presentation if I start talking about all the motivational things that we do for the smoking, but it is important for every one of you to know. IMM level पे indirect सवाल इन चीजों पे आ जाते हैं, direct सवाल नहीं आते. So 5 R's of motivation to quit or to do whatever, they are important. So you should know, or theoretically and practically this is important. Again, जॉन एलिया का एक और गजल: क्या सुनाएं तुम्हें हकायते दिल, हमको धोखा दिया गया जाना है वो गुर्बत के अब मेरे दिल में कुछ नहीं है मेरे सिवा जाना. काश तुम सच के हाल में होते और मैं झूठ बोलता जाना. मैं भी अब बेगिला हूं और तुम भी, मैं भी बेगिला हूं और तुम भी, मैं भी अब बेगिला हूं और तुम भी, यानी कुछ भी नहीं बचा जाना. So there are few things when I'm relating this poetry to smoking always, because this is what I feel that why I chose John Elia, because lots of his poetry is related to those things. So जब आप स्मोकिंग छोड़ते हैं तो आपको ये फीलिंग होती है एज इफ कुछ भी, यानी कुछ भी नहीं बचा जाना, कि जैसे आपने सब कुछ ही छोड़ दिया, दुनिया छोड़ दिया, जहान छोड़ दिया, सब कुछ छोड़ दिया. दिस इज अनफॉर्चुनेटली रिलेटेड टू ऑल द एडिक्शन थिंग्स. Most of the addictive materials, you feel as if you have left everything. Actually, it is not the end of the world, but that's what we feel. And to enhance the motivation, again, you have to make sure that you gather some other people around him which can reinforce and support. So when I am talking to the family of the people who are having the addiction problem, I always tell them to support rather than to criticize, be judgmental, pass the comments. और अक्सर उनको समझ नहीं आती, वो अपनी तरफ से मोहब्बत में, प्यार में वो जुमले बोल रहे होते हैं, हम अपनी मोहब्बत में और प्यार में वो जुमले बोल रहे होते हैं, बट दे कैन हैव अ वेरी नेगेटिव इम्पैक्ट. उसको बैरियर को हमें खत्म करना है. सो एक सपोर्ट की उसको जरूरत है. नो प्रॉब्लम, यू कैन डू इट, हो जाएगा, कर लेंगे, हिम्मत करो, ठीक हो जाएगा. सो दीज जुमले, अगेन वो इमरान खान का जुमला कि सबसे पहले आपने घबराना नहीं है. सो वो जुमला एक्चुअली मोटिवेशनल इंटरव्यूइंग में एक बहुत सिग्निफिकेंस है उसकी. एंड देन यू शुड बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. वी शुड नो द रिस्क ऑफ द टोबैको यूज, all of them, acute risk, long-term risk, environmental risk. अब इसमें छोटी सी मैं वो दोबारा से समराइज कर दूं जहां से मैंने शुरू की थी बात. Shortness of breath, exacerbation of asthma, increased risk of respiratory infection, harm to pregnancy, impotence and infertility. This is very, again, tricky, but most of the time this is what I use for my patients about their infertility, because most of the men are very, very, very sensitive to this topic. So cigarette smoking can make you impotent, or cigarette smoking can do the infertility. Again, उसमें से अगर 5 मर्दों को ये बात कही है कि जी it can make you impotent or it is making you impotent, 4 of them will say डॉक्टर साहब आप ऐसी बातें कर रहे हैं, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, मैं ठीक ठाक हूं. And yes, they don't want to agree to this thing, but अगर 5 में से 1 मान गया तो वो टेक्निक काम आ गई. The rest of the 4 I then further process. I will try to ask them to go for a semen analysis. If I'll be lucky, out of 4, if even one of them will have a low sperm count, I will relate the smoking to this as a possible cause. होता भी है और एक्चुअली फैक्ट्स भी हैं, लिटरेचर भी अवेलेबल है, डाटा भी अवेलेबल है. सो आई यूज दैट एंड देन ट्राई टू. सो अगर 5 में से मैंने 2 को हेल्प आउट कर दिया, इवन देन इट्स नॉट अ बैड थिंग, और बाकी 3 को फिर बाकी कोई और मसले बयान करें. सो यू हैव टू पिक अप द की which can hit psychological and emotional state of the person to quit. Heart attacks, strokes, lung cancers, oral cavity, pharynx, esophagus, pancreas, stomach, kidney, bladder, cervix. You name the organ and they say that it is affected by smoking. But still, smokers smoke and they are not bothered about it. Rewards, improved health, फूड का टेस्ट अच्छा हो जाता है, खाने में मजा आता है, आप ज्यादा खाना खाते हैं, पैसे बचा लेते हैं, अच्छा महसूस करते हैं, घर में, गाड़ी में, बच्चों के साथ खुशबू आती है, बदबू का एहसास होता है, बच्चों के साथ आप ज़्यादा अच्छा टाइम गुजार लेते हैं, हेल्दी लिविंग के जो लाइफस्टाइल मैथडोलॉजी हैं उनको अडॉप्ट कर लेते हैं, खुशी महसूस करते हैं. ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ टाइम कंसंट्रेशन और बाकी चीज़ें भी बेहतर हो जाती हैं, आपकी स्किन भी इंप्रूव कर जाती है. नाउ अगेन, all of these things you have to individualized and personalized when you are making them quit smoking. So enhancing motivation to quit, rewards, withdrawal symptoms आएंगे, उसका क्या करना है, failure हो जाएगा, उसका क्या करना है, weight gain हो जाएगा, उसका क्या करना है, सपोर्ट नहीं है उसका क्या करना है, डिप्रेशन हो रहा है उसका क्या करना है, एंजॉयमेंट ऑफ टोबैको खत्म हो गई, वो एक काम जो मैं तन्हा बैठ के अपने आप में गुजार के खुश होता था वो खत्म हो गई, उसका क्या करना है, बीइंग अराउंड अदर टोबैको यूजर्स, मेरे सारे दोस्त पीते हैं एक अकेला मैं नहीं पीऊंगा, उसका क्या करना है, एंड लिमिटेड नॉलेज ऑफ इफेक्टिव ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शंस, वो उसका क्या करना है। ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स if you start talking, then you should have the answers to them. If you won't have the answers to them, you will fail, and of course, the patient won't quit. So, motivational intervention, tobacco users who have failed in previous quit attempts should to be told that most people make it repeated quit attempts before they are successful. The relapses are common. And like in any other addictive substances where relapses are common. When I started treatment for any of the addictive thing, I always tell it to the family right away, straight away. You don't have to spend millions to make sure that the person is clear and clean because this will be a short term goal. The long term goal is to make sure that he remains clean over the period of years and years, and that is only possible with the long term care, with long term strategies. एक दफा नशा छोड़ क्लिनिक में जमा करा के 3 महीने के लिए आप एडिक्शन से ओवरकम नहीं करते, आपको मल्टीपल स्टेम्प्स चाहिए, तमाम साइकियाट्रिक डाटा ये कहता है, सेम एज स्किज़ोफ्रेनिया, you need months and months to make sure a person gets better. Depression, you have to treat long if you really want no relapses. Anxiety disorders, OCD, you talk about any psychiatric morbidity related to the brain, it is always a lengthier time period. So short-term goals should be very precise and concise, and the long-term goals should be very clear. Relapse के chances हैं, relapse होगा तो क्या होगा, relapse होगा तो क्या करना है, that is most important. And you should try to educate the people right in the beginning rather than when it comes to the relapses and they come and either they will leave you, go to somebody else, और वो सारी मेहनत आपकी ज़ाया हो जाएगी, or they will feel that doctors has given us, deceived us. So you have to be very clear about these things. And when you quit smoking, when the people start quitting smoking, they do have depression, weight gain, जो मैंने पहले mention किया. So you should be prepared to handle all of those things together as well. Unfortunately, common problems, lack of support. This is very common. लोग मजाक उड़ाते हैं, ridicule करते हैं, क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं और उसकी सेहत के बारे में, उसके दांतों के बारे में, उसकी शक्ल के बारे में, उसके कपड़ों के बारे में, तुम्हारे कपड़ों से बू आ रही है, तुम पास ना हो, things like that. And these things do happen. So you have to make sure that you have answers to all those questions. Negative mood or depression and strong prolonged withdrawal symptoms. आप अपना गुबार थे हम तो, याद थे यादगार थे हम तो, हमको यारों ने भी याद ना रखा, जॉन यारों के यार थे हम तो सही लेकिन अब पता नहीं. Okay, so what should be done about various things that will happen during the quitting thing, like weight gain? So that is a very common problem. Most of the people who quit smoking, they gain weight, and then we have to make sure that we do some strategies to make sure that their weight should remain neutral or not escalate too much. So increasing physical activity, making sure that the diet plans are appropriate, make sure that healthy lifestyles, active lifestyle should be opted. Then sugarless things, then make sure that they are given the drug medication which won't make them gain weight. NRTs, one of the example, they won't make gain weight. Bupropion is non-weight gaining thing. So they are preferred. Clonidine से भी weight gain नहीं होता और varenicline से भी weight gain नहीं होता. So वो जो भी प्रोग्राम आपको देना है वो आप क्लियर हो. फिर अगर लैप्सेस हो रहे हैं then what do you have to do? So you have to be clear for every possible thing that is about to come, right? Okay, so prescribing medication for treating tobacco use. This will probably my last few slides, although there will be 30 more slides after that, but I won't be going through that. That is smoking related to other situations like pregnancy and all that stuff. So I won't talk about that. So I will be talking just this mostly important for, which is important for you people, कि दवाइयों का आप लोगों को अंदाजा नहीं है, so वो क्या करना है और कैसे देना है। अब मैंने कुछ बातें इन चीजों के बारे में कर दी, बुप्रोपियन, निकोटीन गम, निकोटीन इनहेलर, लोजेंजेस, निकोटीन, so I have told you some of them. Common questions, right? Is a patient's prior experience with the medication relevant? So if one thing failed in the past, it never means that it will fail again. Wow, this is important. So अगर आपने पहले एनआरटी दी और दोबारा आप एनआरटी देने चाह रहे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं जी मैंने तो पहले भी खाई थी, ये तो काम नहीं करती, make sure that you change it from lozenges to maybe sprays, from tablets to maybe gums or something like that. Don't consider it to be a complete failure, because sometimes the dosage was inappropriate, the dosage was not proper, it was not administered properly. So Nicorette gum, if you prescribe it to somebody, say a daily consumption of 8 milligrams of nicotine per day in the form of a nicotine in the cigarettes, you have to make sure that he takes about at least 8 milligrams per day, and it should not be once a day. Then you should split it. So 2 milligrams, maybe 3 to 4 times a day, and gradually reduce it to 3 and 2 and then 1 and then disengage. So that should be the methodology. Very clear, precise. One failure never means that it is absolutely gone. So you have to make sure that you use appropriate things. Then second line agents, जैसे मैंने clonidine की बात की या nortriptyline की बात की, keep those things in your mind because they help. They definitely help. And you can try them clinically. I have experience with the bupropion. It works well. If you really feel that other methodologies which we have talked about, they are working well as well. NRTs. NRTs के बारे में again, आप में से कितने लोगों का NRT का एक्सपीरियंस है? Anybody who has an experience with the NRT, nicotine replacement therapies, किसी वार्ड में, किसी साइकियाट्रिस्ट के साथ, किसी और सेटअप में, किसका है?
सर मैंने इंग्लैंड में हमारा है, इंग्लैंड और आयरलैंड में निकोटीन पैचेस, निकोटीन लोजेंजेस, these things, mainly patches or lozenges or tablets के साथ. Sometimes I think that there is some nicotine fake cigarettes, not vapes, but just fake cigarettes. Again, okay, I would class them as inhalers, but not as vapes as such. So
exactly. So वो जो NRT inhaler form में आता है, वो fake cigarettes ही होते हैं. So you inhale the nicotine, but not smoking actually the cigarette, right? And then you gradually try to wean it off. Well, yes. So this means कि पाकिस्तान में किसी ने भी NRTs को नहीं किया try. I would definitely recommend you to try it, not to be hesitant about it. Harmless options हैं, और again Nicorette gums, Nicorette lozenges, sprays, nasal sprays, inhalers जैसी ये बात कर रहे हैं, they are all available. और अच्छी बात ये हुई है कि अब इस कोविड के दौरान बहुत सारी शॉपिंग ऑनलाइन होती है और ये सारी दवाइयाँ ऑनलाइन अवेलेबल है, so you can use them. And I will definitely recommend for you to try them, right? So definitely try them. लास्ट में जाते जाते एक शेर, तुम लाख जाज़बो जमील सही, जिंदगी जाज़बो जमील नहीं, ना करो बहस हार जाओगी, हुस्न इतनी बड़ी दलील नहीं. So whatever we want to do, addiction is unfortunately a very, very attractive thing for some of the people around us, and we should consider that definitely. Right? Thank you very much for listening to me. Any questions?